organisms appear abruptly and they disappear abruptly without numerous transitional forms. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm writing like a little PDF with like cute bundled information about abiogenesis and how science can explain it, and evolution, and how science can't explain that. So I'm just gathering as much.
When it comes to discussions of abiogenesis, it's so ridiculous once you understand the molecular complexity of cells. It's just mind-bogglingly complex, but they don't care, okay? Because the real issue with evolution, the real fundamental issue, is that it has removed God from the sphere of rational discussion. Okay, that's what its purpose was. That's what Darwin's purpose was.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, abiogenesis is just extremely crazy. Like the experiments they do haven't shown any abiogenesis ab initio. So they haven't made any like good progress towards making life with just prebiotic conditions and like a controlled prebiotic like environment. Like they have super purified chemicals they put in there. They're already have the right homochirality. So they have like the like you know, you can have like a molecule and then you can have the exact same molecule, but it'll be like a non-superimposed image of itself. Like that's very crucial for making DNA and RNA and proteins. So they have those already made for them automatically. And then they just like make just a little bit of like RNA randomly in the wrong sequence and with a lot of toxic byproduct, and then the DNA just like decomposes, and then say, oh my gosh, yes, we made RNA. And then the other scientists are like, oh yeah, they made RNA, okay, we'll just start from that step and we'll continue forward and see what.
Yeah, we'll discover it one day.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you think the more damaging thing in terms of the reputation of God in rational circles would have been the work of Nietzsche, not the work of Darwin?
No.
Why?
Nietzsche went insane.
So?
Yeah, what could any human possibly say to demonstrate that what is fundamental to reality is that is impersonal? Atheism,
sorry, what?
Atheism is on its own terms not coherent. Okay, atheism is it's like a cannibal eating himself. It destroys itself on its own terms.
How so? Like, that's an arbitrary claim.
Is it?
Yes, it actually is. You've presented no argument. You've given an arbitrary claim.
You're right. I haven't unpacked it. Okay, but you think it's arbitrary?
At the moment, it is. Without context, all things are arbitrary.
Okay. Well, next time, and for any statement that you make from now on, if you don't defend it, I'm going to say, well, that's arbitrary.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. No, atheism is a universal negative. In a not God world, no universals could be instantiated. Okay. Atheism violates its own criterion of belief. It says it requires proof. How what?
You continue. Sorry. Go ahead.
Atheism violates its own criterion belief. It requires rational justification for what is ultimate is personal, yet it believes in what is ultimate and fundamental is impersonal without rational justification. So to be an atheist is to violate your own criterion of belief.
I feel like you've hit me with a word salad here.
Okay, do atheists have a criterion of belief?
I'm not following what you're saying at all.
Do you believe in God?
Me?
Yeah.
Does it matter?
Hey, dude, don't jerk me around or I'll ban your ass from the server.
Okay, get mad at me, fine.
No, I'm not
asking,
getting
does it
mad at
matter?
you. Listen to me carefully. I deal with jerks every single day on this server, and I don't put up with trolling anymore.
I don't think that
I'm not
You
out
want
here
to have a
trolling,
serious
dude.
conversation? Hey,
I do.
how old are
Does
you?
it matter?
Okay, I'm going to ask you one more time. Okay, don't answer the question, and I'm going to ban you. How old are you?
Does it matter?
Yeah, bye bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah, another clown. Where do they grow 'em, man? Where do they grow 'em?
Yeah, real smart ass. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. You know why I'm going to ask him? Because if him being a real arrogant little smartass is because he's 17 or 18, I'll say, okay, you need to act like an adult. But if he is an adult, I'm going to say, why are you acting like a teenager?
What?
Hey, don't say I didn't warn him.
Yeah.
He'll be back under a different account. They can't help themselves but want to come in here.
People should know the rules by now.
Look, we had a young woman in here debating against me vigorously. And other than me being frustrated with her constantly over talking, she wasn't trying to be a troll. Okay. She just, she had a lot of chutzpah, which is okay. I don't mind that. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
kick her
if he
at
doesn't
her.
want to share, it's not trolling to not share.
Dude, he was acting like a little snot-nosed little asshole. And I want to find out if I'm dealing with an adult or a child.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, that's why I get irritated. Okay? Because I get people in here, they're really arrogant. Right?
That's fine, but I'm not being arrogant. I'm just asking.
No, I'm not accusing you. But you have to understand, you're only in here now. Okay? I'm in here every single day. I deal with these clown trolls morning, noon, and night. Right? You want to come into my VC, which is fine. Somebody wants to challenge me, I'm fine with that. Somebody wants to tell me I'm totally wrong, I'm cool with that because it gives me an opportunity to debate back.
Mm-hmm.
But the guy was being a complete jerk, right?
Okay.
I don't relish it. Okay, I don't relish removing him. And I'll probably what I'll do is I'll remove the ban so he can come back in if he so chooses. I don't like people coming in here being smartasses with me. They want to challenge me. That's fine. I'm cool with that. I don't have any problem with it. Do you know him?
No, I have no idea. I don't know anyone.
Okay, because he had the agnostic and pagan tag too.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know what's his face. Let's talk about God. He invited me.
Why are trans people on Discord so toxic? I just had one in DMs tell me to F off and blocked me.
Look, they're emotionally and spiritually deranged individuals. And you have to understand that they now have the news media, they have academia, they have a lot of They have a political party that is now coming to their defense. They have been emboldened by all of this. Okay? And so now if you disagree with them and you tell them what they really are, they're weirdos, perverts, they're deranged.
They're like already conceited in this.
They're so indignant, right?
Indignant.
See, they wouldn't listen. People who were, I will call them what they are, transvestites. 30, 40, 50 years ago, before most of you were alive, they wouldn't have had an attitude like this because they weren't given cover by the news media. They weren't given cover by the entertainment industry. They weren't given cover by, a major political party. They weren't protected, given special protection, under certain local jurisdictions, like on the east or the left coast.
It's more like special attack privileges rather than special protection.
Okay, so I thought we'll listen to a little video here of, what is his name? Hamet Mehta, is that how you say his name?
Do you have any refutation against the RNA world theory for abiogenesis?
I really don't look into that deeply because there's only so much time I have available.
Yeah, no problem.
Answers in Genesis has articles at all different levels written by PhDs, and there's a lot of good stuff at Answers in Genesis, creation.com. They even have technical articles.
There's
So
answersingenesis.org.
Yeah.
That one?
Yep. Answers in Genesis and creation.com.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
There's no evidence. God doesn't stop the evil in the world. In fact, if you read the Bible, God committed plenty of it.
What a freaking idiot this guy is. Oh my gosh. I mean, this guy doesn't know that God cannot commit evil. He's such a moron. Oh my God. This guy, this is, it goes to your, you get on Jeopardy and it goes to your head.
Drowning just about everything alive? Not a sign of love.
No. Okay. Can you believe these? Where do they grow these people? Okay. where does God executing his just wrath mean it's a sign of love? Where does the Bible say that? I mean, look, have these people even read the biblical text? Right? I'll bet you anything this guy's pro-abortion. By the way, is the sound working?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and he is pro-abortion. I did a video on this clown.
All right. Now, what the funny thing is, he's serious. If you decided to do a caricature video mocking stupid atheist reasonings, that's exactly what you would do. God drowned everyone in the world. Not a sign of love. Oh, God. Oh my God. Now, did you hear him complaining about evil in the world? Did you hear that? Did he even read the text talking about the widespread evil that was going on in the world? Okay. And so God gave them an early departure so that future generations wouldn't be unduly influenced by all this evil. I mean, the level of stupidity is just staggering.
The story behind this is that Noah preached for like 130 years, right? And then the world was too far gone and nobody came to God, so he saved Noah from it by killing them, right?
You got it partly incorrect. God told Noah to build the ark because he said he was going to judge the world because God knew they weren't going to repent. Noah preached righteousness. Okay. I think after 130 years, the word got around that, hey, there's a guy building a giant boat because God's going to destroy the world. Okay? I think word got around.
Yeah, and no one believed him because it never rained back then.
Doesn't stop the evil in the world. In fact, if you read the Bible, God committed plenty of it. Drowning just about everything alive? Not a sign of love.
Oh, God. Surely this guy cannot be serious. Oh, my gosh. All right.
The opening lines of the Bible are factually wrong. Why should we believe the rest of it?
The opening. I don't know if I'm going to make it through this video. I mean, I cannot believe that this guy is serious. How does he know they're factually wrong?
This guy is failing to justify his claims.
He said opening lines instead of verses. It's funny.
This is like the guy's a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
The opening lines of the Bible, they're factually wrong.
20 unjustified arguments against
Oh,
God's existence.
gosh. The opening, okay. You know what's really sad, right? Here this guy, he's smart enough to get on Jeopardy. He's smart enough to win, one episode. But here we watch a video of Leonard Susskind, who himself is an atheist, and he recognizes that, the Big Bang and inflation is just simply the current popular model, right? And idiots like this think that it's a statement of fact, right? So where did he get, how are the opening lines of Genesis factually wrong? How? Why? Because you believe in evolution? Oh, gosh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through this. This guy is this stupid that fast? Oh, my gosh.
Prayer has never fixed anything physically impossible. Why won't God heal amputees?
Oh, God. Oh.
They seriously bring up that atheist canard.
Oh my gosh! No, you know what? This guy has to be an atheist troll. He's actually a believer pretending to be an atheist. God won't heal amputees. I mean, I'm just speechless at the level of stupidity that this is. I mean, and this guy's serious.
There are thousands of gods you don't believe in. What makes yours any different?
He asked the wrong question.
How,
What makes it
Man,
different?
I'm convinced that all this guy is good at is certain lines of book knowledge. That doesn't make him articulate and philosophically grounded whatsoever. This dude's a complete moron.
I mean, you know what? This is literally the reasoning of a 15-year-old mind. So what if there's a variety of beliefs in God where they have different characteristics and properties and attributes? How does it follow from that there is not a fundamental ultimate mind that is a creator? This is literally childlike reasoning.
We could ask him. There's thousands of worldviews he thinks are false. How is it that his is true?
That's brilliant point. That's
That wasn't
exactly
even
right.
that was even his question. He said there are so many gods, why are they different?
Oh my gosh, this guy is vastly more stupid than I have ever imagined.
Where you're born essentially determines what you believe.
Okay. So the fact that people adopt a prevailing religious outlook, so what? What all that simply indicates is that people don't want to turn to God, and they just want to believe what is a popular idolatrous view. Okay. So where were you born, and how come you're an atheist? How come you weren't determined? Why are you doing these videos? Because you're trying to change people's minds. Why would you be bothering to do all these videos if where you're born determines what you believe? Right? Why are you doing these videos? Oh my God, this guy's an imbecile.
Why should the truth be based on geography? Who created God? And
Who created God? He has to
Oh
be
my
trolling.
gosh!
There is no way. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
He's trolling.
gosh! I tell you, this guy is such an imbecile.
He's probably just saying stuff, to be honest, just to, I don't know.
This was published in 2014. It has 300,000 views on it.
10K likes, 10,000 likes. That's crazy.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, there's no way this is real.
Yo, check the comments.
how does your answer to that make any sense? Pediatric cancer.
This guy is a flaming moron. Okay. So I guess teenage cancer and adult cancer aren't evidence against God, but pediatric cancer is. All right.
Oh, wait, Eli is...
Why doesn't he just say cancer?
Oh, I
No.
didn't know that.
Pediatric cancer. Is my mic working?
Yeah. That's work.
Oh, this is...
I'm just surprised
wow.
Eli is actually live. I didn't see that.
Yeah, this guy is really... I am dumbfounded at how stupid he is. Wow. I'm really dumbfounded at how stupid he is.
Unconditional love shouldn't come with a list of conditions. Every
Yo, Darth, you're dying, man. Oh, man.
Oh god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This guy is really dumb. Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Well, this guy is the guy that destroyed the God's existence, right?
He what?
Isn't this the guy that has? I've seen this guy's videos. Where isn't he destroying the fact that God exists? He's totally debunking it.
20 short arguments against the existence of God. Wow. Well, maybe he's improved in 7 years. You know, this is appallingly bad.
Every single supposed miracle gets debunked eventually. Somehow, the 10 Commandments left off, don't rape people.
Oh my. Oh god, this guy's gonna choke me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The 10 Commandments left off, don't rape people. Well, if you love your neighbor as yourself, I guess you won't be raping them, will you? Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I never in my wildest dreams thought that this guy would be this stupid. Oh my god.
And slavery's not okay. The movies and music that honor God are just awful. The Invisible.
He's probably just I don't know. I don't even think he's serious about some stuff people said on. I just seems to be playing around.
Oh, okay. Movies that honor God are awful, so therefore there's no God. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. This cannot be serious.
Invisible and the non-existent look very much alike. No hide and seek game lasts this long. Science explains.
Okay, so yeah, so that's a declaration that all the facts he's pointed with don't necessitate referencing God. How do you determine that?
Explains so much of what we used to attribute to a God. The more we learn, the less reason we have to believe in God.
Oh my gosh, this guy is a moron. You mean, well, wait a minute. You mean like the fine tuning of the initial conditions of the universe? You mean like the fine tuning of cosmological constants? You mean like the monumentally mind-boggling complexity of the human genome? This guy's he's brain dead.
If you try to explain your religious mythology to someone who had never heard it before, you would sound crazy. Seriously, try explaining communion wafers to someone who's never heard of Catholicism. If God did...
Wait a minute. What does... Oh my gosh. I gotta stop. Or else I'm gonna pass out. Oh. This guy... Wow. I have never seen such a level of stupidity in a YouTube atheist.
If God didn't exist, the world would look exactly the same way it does now.
How does he know that? How does he know that God doesn't actually in some way restrain the level of evil? How does he know that? Because that's a position that Christianity holds to. That even the evil that we have today is restrained.
Now, if God existed, he would smite me right now. I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. So this is just a total of farce. He's not serious. So, okay. So this is just an atheist comedian, right? How could he possibly defend that? Right?
Maybe he's just never read the Bible.
No, look, either he believes that last statement or he doesn't. if he believes it, the guy's retarded.
Well, maybe he doesn't know that like we're now the day is rest and Judgment Day is coming. Maybe he doesn't know about
No,
that.
you're
He
not
just thinks
You're not understanding. Okay, he's an atheist. He disbelieves in all gods. So that means he even disbelieves in a generic God who simply created this world. Why would that which is ultimate and personal and creator kill one of his creatures because one of his creatures is being stupid? Right?
Mhm.
Yeah, this he can't be serious. That he has to be just that this is just a spoof.
Got any more short arguments against God's existence? Leave them below and we'll make a follow-up to this video.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Wow, how inspiring. He's another lifelong atheist who's not afraid. I just love that. I'm sorry.
Ron Reagan. Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist. Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell. Hi, I'm Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
It never gets old, does it?
No, it doesn't. How did he come up with that?
Well, I play it on a regular basis. Oh my gosh, this guy! I mean, how do you get on Jeopardy, win a game, and just produce such stupidity? All right, let's see. I'll do one more video because there's only so much of this stupidity I can take from this idiot. All right, let's see. Make this your atheist New Year's resolution. Do atheists believe in love? Let's see. 43 questions about heaven. All right, let's see. All right, what do I see here? I'm trying to look for something that's worthy of watching here. The friendly atheist at the Reason Rally. Okay. You don't need a PhD to criticize religion. Oh, gosh. In God we trust shouldn't be on our money. All right. Does the Bible have all the answers? Let's see. I'm not seeing any of these videos that are worthy of watching. All right, let's see.
Does Professor Dave make videos on Christianity?
Who's Professor Dave?
I think he's another foaming at the mouth atheist. He really hates Christians. He was critiquing James Tour, a PhD Christian, like phenomenal scientist. He has like 4 PhDs, and like the first thing he brings up is like, just so you guys get the mental state of this guy, this is what he said, and then he like plays a clip of him saying, I am a Jesus loving Christian, and he is my whole life, or something like that. And then he just like does these character attacks before he gets into his critique. So he might be interesting. He's not even a professor. He's not a professor.
You got a link?
Oh yeah, I'll just find one maybe.
All right, let's see. 9 reasons to talk about atheism. All right, we could try that one. Let's see what else he has here. Should we mock religion? Okay. We'll try that one. Why are atheists so obsessed with God? Oh, that ought to be a good one. All right, let's see. I gotta say, he just loves his face on the thumbnails of his videos.
Yeah.
Five good reasons to promote atheism. All right. Just when you think atheists can't be any more dumb, they surprise you. All right, let's see. Gosh, this guy has done a gazillion videos. Let's see. All right, I'm going to stop looking through.
All of us who are passionate about
All right, let me just do this.
atheism and talk about it publicly know that there are lots of people we will never reach. Some of you watching this video.
I have a question for all you manly men in here. Do I have everybody's rapt attention? Hello?
Yeah, did he just say he's passionate about atheism?
Yeah, I'm going to play a few seconds, and I want you, everyone, all of you manly men out there, to watch the video, okay? Just to get a few seconds. Okay, I'm going to play it. All right, is everybody ready? Okay. And I want all of you manly men to make mental note here, just for a few seconds. Ready? And here we go.
Who are passionate about atheism and talk about it publicly know that there are lots of people we will never reach.
Does this guy give off vibes that he's a homo?
Wait, what?
Does this guy give off vibes that he's a homo? I'll bet you anything he is.
What's his name?
Hamat Mehta.
Oh gosh.
I bet you he's a homo.
Is it Hema?
All right, I'll get his name in a second. Hold on.
So a question comes. So a question comes up.
No, that's not it. Where's his name? It's here a couple of seconds ago. Where is it? The guy's name is Hamat Mehta. M-E-H. Mehta. Somebody look him up, see if he's a homosexual. And he comes across like he is.
Some of you watching this video right now are deeply religious, and there's probably nothing I can say that'll get you to change your mind about that. So why bother? Why make these videos? Why do any of this? Here's why. Because there are so many atheists still in the closet. They're afraid to tell other people that they're atheists. Sometimes they're afraid to tell themselves they're atheists.
What?
This guy is a nutbag. Okay. Are you getting the drama queen aura from this guy, everyone? Isn't this guy a bit of a drama queen?
Drag queen, maybe.
No, I said drama queen.
Yeah, I was joking.
Is anybody looking him up, seeing if he's a homo?
I just found his name. It's Hemant Mehta.
Hamat Mehta. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Mehta.
Yeah.
Okay, look him up. Google, see if he's a homo. I'll bet you he is.
His
Sure
Wikipedia page says that he has 2 kids.
That doesn't make a difference. Somebody can have kids and be a homo.
Right.
No, maybe he isn't, but he sure comes across like one.
You should get him in here.
Well, I should need people to be acting as producers for me, helping me with that. Because I'll be glad to deal with these people, but I don't want to spend my valuable time, I need help. But he's a bit of a drama queen.
They're atheists.
If he has
Maybe they live in
children and I can't find a wife, maybe he is gay. Like he adopted kids. Maybe.
Well, just type in his name and then just type in LGBTQ and see what comes up.
True.
Okay? Or just type in his name and then type in gay and see what comes up.
All right, keep watching. I'll try and find something on him.
I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he gives off that type of vibe that a lot of homosexuals do.
Live in the South. Maybe they're afraid of how their families will react. Maybe they worry about losing their jobs. Maybe they're pastors. But I want to remind them that they're
Right. We have pastors who are atheists. Right.
not alone. A lot of people feel the same way about God as they do, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also realize that not everyone has the ability to do what I'm doing, which is talking about atheism.
Wow, you know what? You're so talented, right? Not everybody has the ability to do what he does, to turn on a camera and be a mini little drama queen. Wow, you're so talented. Isn't he so modest? Not everybody has the ability to do what he does.
Out loud and being able to say that I'm an atheist. But if I can do that without fearing any punishment, why wouldn't I? Because there's a chance that something I say may stick with you, especially if you disagree with me. I hope you watch these videos and something I say makes you go, oh, he has a good point there. And maybe that starts happening more often, I hope. And that sort of seed will hopefully eventually grow. Really, isn't that the way we all change our minds about anything serious?
He gives off this vibe like he's giving a lecture to fifth graders. What age bracket does he think he's talking to?
You hear a point of view that you never really considered before, and you think, oh, that's actually not a bad point. And then you kind of want to hear more of what that person has to say.
This guy is boring.
I won't deny it. Part of the reason I make these videos is because I hope it encourages you to share your
you're
faith.
boring.
But that's not going to happen with one video. Hell, it might not even happen with just me. But maybe you'll watch these videos and maybe you'll pick up the God delusion. Maybe you'll have some
I'm going to
conversations.
fast forward.
Maybe. Because I enjoy challenging people about a subject that most people never really think about. So many people just accept the religion they were raised in without giving it too much critical thought. I mean, I probably have more respect for people who converted to some religion later to some thought. Most people don't do that. Most people just avoid the topic entirely. As an atheist...
So in other words, he doesn't respect people who are Christians? Radical atheism alert.
Oh my gosh. Another atheist who thinks he's smart.
He posts a lot of pro-LGBT posts.
Surprise.
Yeah, like here.
Listen, I'm telling you. I'm not asserting that he's a homosexual, but he gives off this vibe. I'm telling you.
Yeah, here, his angry that a teacher told the students that sex before marriage is wrong, that the Bible teaches that, and that God will help them make better decisions. And then his happy that there's a church that is promoting LGBT, and then his like he retweeted this post, and then he retweeted the post where it says love is love, gay marriage is legal, the Pope isn't your Clunch County clerk, blah blah blah. It's like one after another. You just scroll a bit, and then you find another one about LGBT. Here, Canadian pastor offers pathetic apology after giving wildly...
What are you reading from? Are they tweets or what?
Yeah. And they're like pretty recent.
Yeah. Why so many tweets about the LGBT alphabet army? Huh? Why?
Alphabet
army. He's a bit of a... you could also call me LGBT alphabet mafia. I mean, but you can just watch by his videos. He's a drama queen.
Is kind of fun to have a conversation about a subject matter I feel so confidently about. I know where I stand on this issue. That's not always...
Who is he talking to? I know where I stand on this issue. This guy is so. I know where I stand on this issue. I mean, it's like, who are you talking to? Like I told you, there's so many moments of drama queen stuff here. Here, I'll play it back.
It's laid out for them growing up. Because if you changed your mind, that means you gave the issue some thought. Most people don't do that. Most people just avoid the topic entirely. As an atheist, it's kind of fun to have a conversation about a subject matter I feel so confidently about. I know.
Oh gosh, listen.
Well, at least he feels confidently about it. Are you getting that impression at all?
Okay. Oh yeah, he's just so full of confidence. Yeah.
He said it only 4 times in the first few minutes.
Oh gosh, this guy is so. Can you tell this guy's full of himself? Right.
Well, he's just Darth. You cut him off, but he's just about to tell us why there is no God. In the next minute.
Look, I don't mind.
He's just about to.
I don't mind that people are really opinionated. That's okay. You know, like with that woman, that young woman we had in here, Solam. I mean, she had a lot of chutzpah, very opinionated, right? But this guy just comes across like he's so full of himself. He thinks he's so smart. You know.
I know where I stand on this issue. That's not always the case, but at least on this subject, I feel like I could hold my own.
Does anybody think he could hold his own 10 minutes?
No. No chance in hell.
If he was not even interrupted, could he hold his own for 10 minutes in here? Okay.
I don't think so.
No. No.
Definitely he would Matt Yesner on him.
Yeah.
Send him a link.
Well, the problem is, you know, getting these atheist YouTubers, you know, in, because they're so insulated on their YouTube channels. You know, it's hard to get them in here. If somebody can get him in here, that would be great. Somebody want to work
get
on
them on here. Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody want to work on that project?
Oh yeah, what's his account? Let me see if I can find him. The Atheist Voice. Okay. Yeah, the problem is when you get these kind of YouTube atheists, they want to give, as you call it, community college lectures. They think that they're educating people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, why don't you make that a project, bro, Joe, and do that for us? Okay.
Let's see. Ooh. Oh, look at all these gay videos. Isn't this funny? The first video that pops up. Why Christians shouldn't say I'm sorry at gay pride parade.
Yeah.
Oh, he has 78 questions for Christians. Did you listen to that?
Oh God, yeah, no, not yet. I mean, I just
78.
I'll be honest with you. I listen to a lot of atheist videos, but this guy is so conceited. He's such a little drama queen. It's hard to stomach him. You know. All right, let's continue.
Because I want to change your mind about atheists. I remember when I was growing up, I had a lot of negative stereotypes about people who were gay, but that changed the moment I actually.
Growing up, growing up, I had a lot of stereotypes about homosexuals, but that all changed when I got aroused looking at other men.
I want to change your mind about atheists. I remember when I was growing up, I had a lot of negative stereotypes about people who were gay, but that changed the moment I actually met someone who was gay. And
and where did you meet them?
How did you meet them?
Where did you meet them, huh?
Darth is getting advice from Tippy Bear.
Don't go criticizing our Tippy Bear, okay? She has gaydar. She can spot those homos a mile away, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, so his mind was changed when he met a real life homo. Gee, I wonder where he met them.
And as I met even more people after that, I started educating myself about the issues LGBT people have to deal with.
What were the stereotypes that he heard about homosexuals that would even change? What was he like? It was I met a homosexual. Oh my gosh, I can't compute this. The Bible is false. What?
I tell you, look, guy's a drama queen. Okay,
That's what I'm saying. What
You
did
know,
he hear?
this is like Jimmy Snow. Okay, Mr. Atheist, Jimmy Snow. There's another drama queen.
Now I'm proud to call myself.
I don't mind people being passionate. I mean, I get passionate on a regular basis. But this guy is just you can tell he practiced the script over and over again to emote, you know. I mean, he's really trying to get an Emmy here. So
Myself an ally of that community. A lot of people say they've never met an atheist. The truth is probably that they've just never met someone who's openly atheist.
how is anything that this guy is saying is informative?
How does he verify?
No. Who is his target audience? Is he talking to children? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's giving a little lecture to, you know, the 7th grade class in junior high. Right? I mean, does he sound like he's talking to intelligent adults?
You're
I mean,
right.
listen to this. I mean, listen to this script. Notice all the facial gesticulations in getting out just this nonsense. Watch. I'll rewind it 20 seconds. You know, notice the eye movements, the mouth gesticulations. I mean, where he's not really saying anything of substance, right? This guy is a drama queen.
Someone who was gay. And as I met even more people after that, I started educating myself about the issues LGBT people have to deal with. And now I'm proud to call myself an ally of that community.
How do people manage to put so much like facial like expressions into their face? That's so unnatural.
I mean, but just think about. I mean, really. Okay, look.
Because what he's doing is because number one, he's following a script. No, that's not in and of itself bad. Okay, if you want to have something, but it's like have you ever seen these actors who are really bad actors and they're acting like they're trying to act? Right. This is what he's doing. Right.
Right. But see,
A lot of people say,
is, honestly, what did he look? I've gone to churches. I listened to Westboro Baptist. I mean, were people telling him homosexuals or aliens who ate blizzard brains? I mean, he's acting like he met them and realized they were human or something. I mean, does anyone teach anything other than that?
Look, you have to understand, in Western civilization, right? Certain societal evils have been vanquished. All right, so these people have to look for something to fight about. Okay, right? Look at what they're fighting about. That if you don't call them by their right pronouns, this is the fights that they're picking. Right?
say they've never met an atheist. The truth is probably that they've just never met someone who's openly atheist. And it's a lot harder to demonize people once you get to know them. I mean, and that goes for really any minority group. The more of us who come out of our closet, the better it is for everyone. And that goes double if you don't fit this.
Wait, what movie? And now I'm looking at his face. I wasn't looking before. Is he acting in a Michael Bay movie? I mean, what?
People don't listen. People don't make all these facial gesticulations when they're talking, right? He's acting, okay? He's trying to be dramatic, right?
The stereotypes most people think of when they think of atheists. So if you're not angry, if you're not a professor somewhere, and let's face it, if you're not white and male, I think you have even more of an obligation to let people know that you're an atheist if you feel safe to do so. But
if you feel safe, can you see the headlines? Man thrown from top of building. He told his roommate he was an atheist.
Maybe his target audience are people in some Muslim country someplace.
Oh my gosh, no! I think he might be. Somebody find out what his nationality is. I bet you he's Canadian.
What does being white and male have to do with anything? Why did he bring that up?
Yeah, this guy is Meshuggah. Somebody find out. I'll bet you anything he's Canadian.
Crap, what's his name again?
Because of the white male privilege. That's why he brought it up.
I just got this vibe that he's one of these atheist social justice warrior Canadians. Somebody check that out. Find out what his nationality is.
Born
see if
Chicago,
I'm right.
Illinois, USA. Age 38.
Okay, so he's in the United States. He's not a Canadian. Okay. So he's
Let's see if he lives in Canada right now.
Then we'll make him an honorary Canadian.
But usually, in my experience, anytime anyone comes out of the closet as an atheist, it surprises some people.
Look how many times he nods and winks into the camera. Okay, he keeps on doing this over and over and over again.
That you're an atheist if you feel safe to do so. But usually, in my experience, anytime anyone comes out of the closet as an atheist, it surprises some people. It throws them off. And that's always fun. So shatter the stigma with me. Because I'm right. I realize...
Oh my gosh. You have to see his website.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. We got to play that back.
He has a website called Friendly Atheist, which posts bad articles about Christianity.
Yeah. They have a throbbing hate fetish for against Christianity.
An obligation to let people know that you're an atheist if you feel.
Look how many times he's bobbing his head, okay, and making pronounced facial gesticulations. This is a dead giveaway that somebody's being a drama queen, right? Watch.
Telling you you have obligations. I wonder where he gets that from.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone who talks this way normally. Right? Even when people are, I've seen people give passionate, speeches and talks in the past. I mean, this guy's just sitting there saying, "Wow, if I just keep on making these facial expressions and move my head around and give me a break."
Feel safe to do so. But usually, in my experience, anytime anyone comes out of the closet as an atheist, it surprises some people.
Notice he has to add, in my experience. Why doesn't he just say, usually when somebody comes out of the closet, it surprises people? He has to say, in my experience, okay? Notice how many times there are references to himself, right? I want you guys to mentally keep track of all the references to himself, all right?
It throws them off, and that's always fun. So shatter the stigma with me, because I'm right. I realize...
Okay, don't shatter the stigma. Shatter the stigma with me.
Everyone feels that way about everything, but there you go. I'm confident about it. I enjoy sharing it. No one's obligated to listen.
Yeah, he's trying to make a personal connection.
Yeah, this is all virtue signaling. Just while we're watching the rest of the video, keep track about how many self-references there are, okay? Hey, maybe he went to the Barack Obama School of Narcissism. You never know.
And the upside is huge because we can make a difference. I have seen atheists change laws. We've reduced Christian...
Right? I have seen atheists change laws. Why doesn't he just say, atheists have made progress, they've changed laws? No, I have seen atheists change laws.
Privilege in certain parts of the country. We've shown that you don't need God to be good. People give religion way too much credit, and it's about time we tackle this idea that faith is a virtue. That means challenging religion, especially Christianity, when it gets put on a pedestal. That means we need to speak up when we see emerging.
Where in the United States is Christianity being put on a pedestal? Could somebody tell me where that is? Okay. Where is that happening?
Of church and state. That means we need to vote for candidates who say they'll respect the Establishment Clause. Because religion does a lot of damage. Not all religions are the same. And not all religious beliefs are harmful.
Aren't you glad that he told us that all religions are not harmful? Because you didn't know that, did you? Right? Did you know that all religions are different and not all religions are harmful? Aren't you glad that he told you that? Right? Look, this is like he's talking to fourth graders.
But many are. They might make you think that questioning their faith is bad.
Brojo, you have an open mic.
Thank you.
Or that having sex before marriage is evil. Or that homosexuality is somehow wrong. Or that science is part of some big conspiracy. They might control you with guilt or the threat of hell. They might take your money. They might put a wedge.
They're going to take your money. They're taking your money.
Well, I remember this.
They may jump out. They may jump out in alleys. Get in here. We're the local religion. Give us your money.
They may even tell you that you're sinning against God and you need to repent.
Yeah. they might even tell you what they believe. Dun dun dun.
They might.
This guy is a drama queen.
Wedge between you and your family. And sometimes they compel you to do good things, but for bad reason. None of this is to say that all atheists are good people. We're not.
Give any examples of that.
Yeah. I've met quite a few of you atheists online. Yeah, and I can say you're not good people. Yeah, how about them atheists who got all power in the 20th century, Hammett?
The problems with religion are so obvious. Shouldn't more of us be challenging it? Because if we don't talk about it, nothing will change. When you think about the stranglehold Christianity has on this country and
what country is he talking about? Is he talking about the Vatican?
The Inquisition?
Christianity has a stranglehold on this country? Really? Has baby killing been legal since 1973? Okay. Take a look at the entertainment industry. How vile and filthy even network TV is. Okay. Look at the lyrics of lots of popular music. How decadent that is. Okay. Look at how the academic institutions, 80% of the academics are leftists or liberals. Does that sound like Christianity has a stranglehold in this country? What is this guy smoking? You see, when you have nothing to fight for, you just make stuff up in your head that you have something to fight for.
And in our politics and with women's bodies and even school boards, we need more people, Christians included, to talk about why that's a problem. And talking about why religious beliefs shouldn't be the basis for public policy.
Good. Then nobody can argue for public policy because you cannot have a religiously neutral ethic. Okay? All ethics are driven by religious ideologies, including atheism.
Because I learn a lot by talking about atheism publicly.
Here we go again, another self-reference.
Publicly. If I say something wrong on my blog or in one of
Here we go again, another self-reference.
These videos, commenters are really quick to correct me.
Here we go again, another self-reference.
Quick, really. It's like you're excited about it. They're not always tactful about it, but they do steer me in the right direction. I'm much better, I think, at talking.
Boy, does this guy love talking about himself? Right? Anybody get the picture that this guy's full of himself?
About atheism now than I was 5 years ago, or even 5 videos ago. And it's because the more you do something, the more you're going to learn in the process. I don't make the same mistakes I used to make when talking.
Oh, I'm glad you told us more about yourself. This whole video is about yourself.
Talking about this subject. Don't get me wrong. I still make a lot of mistakes.
Here we go.
But I think I'm getting better.
More self-reference.
That wouldn't happen if I just read books, took in information, and never put anything of my own back out there. To all the atheists out there who talk about your lack of faith openly, why do you do it? Let us know below. My name is Hemant Mehta, and I write at friendlyatheist.com. What do you want to see a video about? Let us know.
Yeah, I want to see a video about how you plan to jump off a bridge. Ugh, wow. What a drama queen.
That's going back a ways. That's an old video. Old face. I haven't seen that guy in a while. Still producing content, though? Or did he jump ship out of that?
Like he's calling for help from other atheists to
Look,
revolutionize.
this guy would not last 10 minutes in here. Okay, he would flee like a scared Girl Scout. Does anybody know why Otangelo might be blocked from the Atheist Helpline? I don't know why he can't see.
It might be because he hasn't any roles. He might need to choose a role.
Ah. I think you're right.
I sent you not cosmic, genetically modified. Why I went from evangelical to atheist. So maybe he presents a powerful case against the existence of God.
Hey Darth. There's a verse in the Bible that talks about Satan deceiving after the millennial reign and actually succeeding in doing so. Does this affect once saved, always saved at all? Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had my thing down. Yeah, in my eschatology that I hold to, the premillennial eschatology, Satan will be confined for 1,000 years during the millennial kingdom. During that time, people will populate the earth and reproduce. After 1,000 years, he is going to be released and allowed to foment one more last rebellion. And then it will be finally crushed, and then it'll be Judgment Day. So there are going to be people who will be born and live in the millennial kingdom that will be unsaved, even while Jesus Christ is sitting on his throne in Jerusalem.
Oh, okay, I understand now. Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Now, there are Christians who disagree with that eschatology, but that's my eschatology. All right, I'm going to play this next video, but I just don't know how much I can stand of this guy. He's such a drama queen. He's so full of himself. And don't get me wrong, I'm very accustomed to listening to atheists shoot their mouth off and say stupid things. But I just these people, like for example, I listen to Dan Barker, and although I consider Dan Barker an absolute fool, he's not really a drama queen. So it's just. All right, here we go.
On my, a lot of Christians have asked so much when you don't even believe in him. And the answer to that is actually pretty simple. I don't care about God, but I care about the effect God has on other people. God influences politicians.
Okay, here we go with the manufactured victimhood. Okay. All of the people who believe in God Yeah, all of the people who believe in God are imposing all of these draconian laws upon the non-God believers and on the queers and the perverts.
God influences voters. God makes good people do bad things. God makes people believe things that just aren't true. God ruins the
God makes people believe things that are just not true.
lives of a lot of LGBT people. God gets in the way of women's rights. And God can make some of my relatives.
I bet you if he's not an open homosexual, like somebody said he's not a homosexual and he has kids, he could be one of these dudes who's a bisexual. He really is giving off that vibe.
It's really, really annoying. So when I say I care about God, what I'm really saying is I care about the effects that belief in God has. I care about God because it helps me understand why people act the way they do. Why would anyone be against marriage equality? Why would anyone want...
This guy an evolutionist? Why wouldn't he answer his own question? Oh, they evolved that way.
Why would anyone be against marriage equality? Why?
I heard in one of the New Age Christian pastors say she doesn't believe in God, but she also believes in the good effects it gives people when they have like belief in Him. Did that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just responding to somebody who sent me a message. Yeah. What text chat do you pick a role? Can somebody tell me what that is?
Yeah, it's the first
Darth, it's all the way down at the
utility
bottom.
channel. Yeah,
It's all the way down at the
right below
bottom.
utility channel, the first one. Yeah.
I had 3 people talking at the same time.
I put a link to it in Atheist Helpline. You can just press the little blue reaction rose square rectangle and it'll take it.
All right, I copied it. Thank you. I'll be honest with you. I can't take much more of this guy. He's just insufferable here. Is it insufferable or unsufferable? Which is it? Somebody correct me on that.
Insufferable.
Oh God, he's so nauseating to listen to him.
want to get in the way of women obtaining birth control. I should also add, why would anyone go to countries, dangerous countries, halfway around the world to help people they've never even met? Religion motivates people for good and bad. And if you want to understand what makes people...
Did he really just say, oh gosh, oh my goodness.
No, look, there's one thing that I've gleaned from this guy. This guy is really full of himself.
Tick, you have to understand their belief system. I care about God because I believe...
Whenever somebody is a bit of a drama queen, they're full of themselves, and they sound like they're talking to 5th graders, I just can't take much more.
Believed in one a long time ago, and I don't want other people to make the same mistakes that I did. Religion can mess with your mind. Not everyone's, but enough that we should all be pretty concerned about it. And if I can do anything to help people break free from their faith, I feel like I've done a good service.
Notice he's constantly invoking himself in these videos. What does that tell you about him? Okay? A good chunk of the subject matter is himself.
I care about God because I care about civil rights.
What's that?
I was coffee narcissist.
And social justice and science education. And God has a habit of always getting in the way of those things. I care about God because I've seen what happens when children...
Yeah, this is so scripted.
Yeah, listen, it's not only... Look, there's nothing wrong in following a script on this, okay? But this is so unnatural. This is, just... He's a drama queen. How many references are we going to hear about himself? All right, You know what? I just can't listen to this guy. This guy's a narcissist. Right?
Darth's going to dry heave here. We're going to hear the heave.
No, I'm sorry. I just listen. I don't mind somebody who's staunchly opinionated. Listen, I listen to atheist. Listen, I listen to atheist YouTube chat shows all the time. I listen to atheist lectures on a regular basis, and where these people are staunchly emphatic about what they believe, but they're not presenting it in a drama queen fashion. There's not all these self-references in there.
Just down some Pepto-Bismol, Darth. You'll make your tummy feel better.
Oh gosh. No, this guy's an idiot.
I wonder what, do you remember Jacqueline Glenn? Have you seen any of her stuff?
No.
You haven't seen Jacqueline Glenn?
I give me a link. Maybe I might.
Wow. I'm really shocked by that. No, you've seen her. Hold on. Let me.
Is that the gut sick Gibbon?
Here, sorry, you may hear typing. Here's her video. Why I'm an atheist.
All right, hold on a second. All right, watch. I'm going to try one more time. Let's see how many references there are to himself here. Here we go.
We found this product at one. Hello. It's been a while. I missed you. So it's been a long time since you've seen a video.
I mean, this guy comes across so queer. I mean,
definitely a sodomite.
I mean, he just comes across like he's a queer.
Video from me on this channel, and there are a bunch of reasons for that, almost all of which are boring. There's no drama, I assure you, but
yeah, but you are a drama queen. Let's hear more about yourself, okay?
I wanted to tell you that I'm back.
Oh, thank you. More information about you.
I'm actually launching a new channel where I hope to discuss atheism, current events, and more, and I hope you'll join me there. It'll be somewhat different from the content I've produced here, and more importantly, videos will come out more regularly, I hope. Apparently, taking a year between videos is frowned upon on YouTube. Who knew? The new channel is friendly.
What's with all the cuteness, the smugness, all the smiling for the camera?
Sodomite.
I mean, I'll bet you anything. This guy's a homosexual or he's bisexual. You know, what is with all this drama queen performance, right?
Friendly Atheist 1, and the link is here, I hope, and in the description below. Please subscribe. It's such a lonely channel right now. I would appreciate your support. This is something I'm doing entirely on my own for the first time, so it's a bit of a new adventure for me too. So I'm excited about that. I cannot thank you enough for the love you've shown me at the Atheist Voice, and a special shout out to my friend Wojciech, who helped make this channel possible for so many years. Before I get back into making videos again, though, I wanted to tell you this. I spent part of my summer creating a podcast all about the history of the Pledge of Allegiance. Not just the short version that talks about how under God got in there in the 1950s, but the longer history that includes a lot of stories you may not be familiar with. At least I wasn't before I did this project. The podcast is called The Supreme Court versus Church-State Separation, but I went ahead and uploaded the audio to my new channel in case you prefer to hear the
Well, this guy's got a lot of time on his hands.
show that way. Check it out, play it in the background while you're doing work.
No, I won't. You know, this is about as much as I can take of your nauseating egotism.
What is it that Popeye says? It's all I can take and I can't take anymore.
No. That's all I can stand because I can't stand no more.
Thanks, everyone.
What a drama queen this guy is.
So I just sent you a video of Jacqueline Glenn. I'm so surprised you've never heard of her.
No, but we'll see. Okay, hold on. Is she a drama queen too?
What? What do you guys
Good
think,
evening,
Matt?
ladies and gentlemen? My name.
Wow,
I'm
he sounds smart.
surprised.
British accent. He sounds smart.
Well, that's you.
I don't know who that was.
Hey, the British accent, it does make a person sound a little bit more intelligent. But Matt, you're used to the accent, so I'm not gonna try to do it. Let's see. Matt, you remember Jacqueline Glenn, right?
I've never seen
DIY home and garden.
not a lot. I might recognize her. Let's see it.
Oh wow! So Tintomo knows her. Okay.
It's been years.
Darth. I'm actually surprised you're not familiar with her. She was a big YouTuber here. I hate to call women dumb, but she is really, really brainless.
In my life that I become an atheist, and there wasn't one catastrophic event in my life that happened to me. A lot of people phrase it like that too. What must have happened to you? There's nothing wrong with me.
I'm glad she dressed up for the video.
Nothing dramatic happened. It was actually a really gradual and slow process, and it was something that I fought myself on.
Here's another thing. Look at all the eye makeup plastered. Okay, she couldn't lay on the lipstick thick enough, right? She probably spent 2 hours in front of a vanity putting on that makeup, and then she just throws on what appears to be underwear. Okay, yeah.
Because I grew up Catholic, I was raised Catholic from kindergarten to my senior year in high school, and then in college I became evangelical. And I felt like I needed it, like I was going to go to hell. I felt like I needed to tell other people, otherwise they were going to go to hell. I was nuts. And then eventually I slowly started to let go of it because I was lying to myself. And it took me a long time to admit to myself.
Oh, she's lying to herself.
Darth, how have you not seen her before? I'm shocked by that.
No. Probably. I think I have a severe allergy to narcissists and drama queens.
That it was a giant lie. My doubt probably started whenever I was in high school because one of my best friends was gay.
Okay, so what you are not going to hear, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to hear how she determined there is no God. You're not going to hear rationale why there is no God. All you're going to hear about. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, how come all of them start having doubts when there's homosexuals they run into? Is that something?
A large part of it has to do sexuality. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's a large influence. Okay. And the concept of God looking over your shoulder makes them feel uncomfortable. So if they decide there's no God, they're free to act like the animals that they are because they believe in evolution. But I can guarantee you we're not going to hear how she determined there is no God. What she's going to tell you about is that she accepted Christianity, and then she found out about the truth of evolution, and then she realized the Bible wasn't true, and okay, so now she's an atheist. This is the same old crap we hear over and over and over again. I have yet to hear in all of the atheist stories about them when they became atheists, I have yet to hear even once how they determined there is no God. Not once. Right?
And I never in my life, even whenever I was at my most right-wing, most evangelical point, did I ever discriminate against people who were gay. Because that was a normal thing to me, because my best friend was gay, and whenever people discriminated against him, it did not make sense. So to see other people use the
Yeah, I always wonder these women who have male friends who are queers, they have a few screws loose.
the very religion that I held so near and dear to my heart, to bash someone that I was also very close to, I just couldn't reconcile that. And whenever I looked in the Bible and read Leviticus, where it actually said that you should put homosexuals to death,
she didn't have any interpretive framework.
I just couldn't bring myself to stone him.
for a long time to cherry pick that, but eventually I had to come to terms with the fact that that's in there and it should not be. The morality that I have is a secular morality. It's a morality that I get from this.
Have we heard so far how she determined there's no God?
No,
So she says, okay, I was a Christian, I was an evangelical, and I had a gay male friend, and I just couldn't see discriminating against them. Yeah, how is there no God, Sunshine?
I love that.
The people that are around me, and from what I personally feel is right and wrong. It's definitely not something that I got out of a book like that.
See, right now she's suffering a medical condition. The technical term for it is diarrhea of the mouth. Okay, she's not saying anything. She's just having a stream of consciousness, right? Maybe if you put a little bit more thought into what you were saying, rather than all the time you spent putting on your makeup, you would not come across sounding like a boob.
Condones murder, is against gay people, condones rape, condones slavery. I mean, if you actually read it, it's a very fucked up book, to be honest. And whenever you're raised Catholic, you read the Catholic.
You know what's interesting? Screw it up how? According to what standard? In a world of molecules in motion? Really? Right here. Let's read Richard Dawkins here. Okay. Where is it? Richard Dawkins. Here we go. Richard Dawkins says, in a universe of electrons and selfish genes and blind physical forces and genetic replication, some people are going to get hurt, other people are going to get lucky, and you won't find any rhyme or reason in it, nor any justice. The universe that we observe is precisely the properties we should expect. If there is, at bottom, no design, no purpose, no evil, no good, nothing but pitiless indifference. So what does it matter if bad things happen, good things happen? There's no rhyme or reason. Just stuff is happening, right? These people are not consistent with their atheism. At least this particular quote is it coheres with atheism. What she is saying is not. Okay.
Wow.
And also certain cherry-picked Bible verses are read at Mass, but you never actually read the Bible. So doing that was one thing that actually really helped. A lot of people are like, what book can
So how does you being horrified at God's regulations to Jewish nation, how does your horror get you that there is no creator? Yeah, her horror and shock. I'm shocked that homosexuals and adulterers were to be stoned in the old covenant. Okay, so how does that get you that there's no God? Okay, I guarantee you we are not going to hear how there's no God. You're not going to hear. All you're going to hear is her emoting. You're going to hear her talk of being at least wanting to be a social justice warrior and a snowflake. But you're not going to hear why there's no God.
They're thinking I'm going to recommend a Richard Dawkins book, which I will, because The God Delusion is amazing. But if you want,
it's amazing.
Amazing. You know what we need? I am going to get a sound clip of Jesse Lee Peterson saying "amazing."
Want to read a book to really make you an atheist? I'm going to recommend the Bible. So beyond the personal experience.
Okay.
Wow.
She is. I tell you, she is so freaking stupid. She is so dumb. Okay.
Wow.
How does reading the Bible? How does reading the Bible get you that there is no fundamental ultimate creator? You know, attempting to discredit the Bible doesn't get you to atheism. You see, this is the same old dumb crap from dumb atheists.
I got a lot of education in the medical field. I actually went to medical school for a couple of years. And the thing that I learned that was most important.
No way. No way. I cannot believe that she went to medical school and she's this dumb. She talks like a California bimbo.
It wasn't the technicalities of how to diagnose different things or specifics about how the human body works. It was how to be analytical, how to be critical.
Well, which was a lawyer, you know.
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You went to medical school for a couple of years. You became this brilliant person, and you're coming on doing a YouTube video, spending 2 hours putting makeup on, and you dress like a street hooker. Okay.
Darth.
Well, Is that not fitting?
It is, but oh god, wow.
Well, am I not spot on?
How to use
Why
my
is she?
brain to think critically, how to be skeptical. Those things are what made me really question the Bible and really question these things that I had just been indoctrinated to believe, that I had just taken at face value for so long. And another really big thing that I learned was to say, I don't know. I don't have the.
See, have you heard so far why there's no God?
No, I'm sure haven't. I'm hearing
No,
I'm hearing mostly
and
what
you
I
won't,
have
and you won't either. Do I know these atheists like the back of my hand?
Answers. I mean, a lot of times patients would come in and they would be very frustrated whenever you couldn't give them a very specific diagnosis. There's a term in medicine called idiopathic. It's what you say.
Tell me, please, that she is not a medical doctor.
No, I don't think
Wow.
she is.
I sure hope not. Okay.
You do not know the cause for something. Sometimes all the tests that you do to diagnose somebody come back negative. There's nothing wrong with them, and a lot of them don't want to hear that. They want you to tell them they have something, even if that something is.
Yeah, look, what she's suffering from now is the disease of diarrhea of the mouth. She's not being substantive. Okay. She's being another drama queen. Look at the screenshot there. See it? Look at the intensity. Right? She's a drama queen.
Because having an answer feels good. It makes you feel like you're in control of your life. And whenever it comes to religion, there are a lot of things in this life. You know, whenever you think about philosophy, whenever you think about our origins, whenever you think about how small we are and how much is out there in the very beginning of things, sometimes you start to question, you know.
Have you learned anything in the last 60 seconds?
You know, like the Iraq and such as
such as the birtation. I mean, this broad is a bimbo. She's just a diarrhea of the mouth. She's not saying, "Hey, listen, Brojo." I call them as I see them. She's not substantive. I would say the same thing if this was a male. It would be a male bimbo. Okay, she's not. There's nothing. She's just emoting. She's not substantive.
No.
Is there something more? These are normal questions. But what isn't okay is to just fill these things with an answer or God, using the God of the gaps. I'm sure you guys have.
Good. So then you're saying you don't know, and you're filling it with not God. You're not neutral. This is the same old BS that we hear all the time. We don't know what is ultimate and fundamental, but don't plug in God.
You into wanting to discover more things, not just giving yourself an answer because I don't know isn't good enough.
Well, first of all, that is not the position that theists take. Theists don't go, well, we now understand chemistry, and we now understand lightning, we understand volcano, but there's certain things we don't understand. There's some things we don't understand, therefore God done it. That is, you see, this is a pathetic, grotesque, a straw man caricature of the theist position. See, this is another example of them attacking a straw man, and they dance around being victorious. They're like Kramer on Seinfeld when he said he was the top of his class in his karate class, and you find out that his whole karate class is filled with little children.
And when people come to me and they're like, well, prove me wrong. Tell me why there is.
Oh, that's right. I'm sure people come to you all the time and say, Jacqueline, prove me wrong. People come to me, prove me wrong. How many people do that, Jacqueline? She's so full of crap. You know what? These people are drama queens. They invent these scenarios. How many people do you think actually come to her? Jacqueline, prove me wrong. Probably nobody. She's so full of crap. And here we go. We go from Herman Mehta, another drama queen, to this drama queen.
There isn't a God. Prove that there is no God. I can't do that just as much as I can't.
Wait a minute. Okay. We don't sit there and go, prove there's no God. We just simply say, when you adopt the position of atheist, tell me how you came to that conclusion. The atheists constantly think that we're making the fallacy of an appeal to ignorance. Okay, that unless you can prove God is false, therefore God exists.
Prove that there is no flying pink unicorn, that there's no flying spaghetti monster. I can't prove.
Look, she claims to have taken. She claims to have been in medical school, and she's regurgitating the same claptrap that teenagers do. Brojo, why do you do this to me? Okay.
Why is she wearing a bra for the video?
This is, look, listen to me, right? The substantiveness of this is like a bimbo 16-year-old. That's about it.
Any ridiculous claim. And a lot of people use the phrase absence of evidence is not evidence of absence, which is the most ridiculous argument that I could ever hear somebody use, because like I said, that could literally be applied to anything that I make.
She's a moron. She's an absolute moron. Listen, absence of evidence is evidence of absence in some cases, but not all cases, you moron.
I make up. The burden of proof is not on me. The burden of proof is on the person making.
Notice again this self-delusion on part of the atheists that they're just sitting by, they're neutral bystanders. Okay? So in other words, she read the Bible, right? She read the Bible, and the Bible turned her into being neutral, right?
Wow.
She read all of these horror stories in the Bible, and that made her neither affirm nor deny God. Is that what she meant? That reading the Bible and all of the yucky stuff in there that she doesn't like, it made her neutral. It made her undecided about God. Does anybody believe that's what she meant? But now she's saying, well, the burden of proof is on the theists, right? As though, she's neutral. You see, they talk out of both sides of their mouth.
Making this extraordinary claim. You've all heard it, right? Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Here we go, another bimbo quoting Christopher Hitchens. Good. Believing that this world operates from a fundamental impersonal source is an extraordinary claim. What's your extraordinary claim for that? Well, the answer is you don't have one.
I put a very high.
Good. What is your evidence? Okay, we don't have evidence for God. What is your evidence that this world is God-free? How about that? Do you follow your own criterion of belief? No, you don't. Look, this broad is a bimbo. I'm shocked to believe that she took graduate level college education. She's that dumb.
High value on evidence. A lot of people point to any random thing that they see, and you will see Christians and people of all different faiths doing this all the time, where they say, well, just look at the trees, look at the stars, look at the beautiful nature. God did that. That's evidence. That's evidence of trees and evidence of
Is
stars.
she providing an argument, or what?
No, all she's simply saying is, I've decided that these facts exist independently of God. Good. How did you determine that?
Because I'm waiting for an argument.
Next time you give me a video recommendation, please give me something that's a little bit more intelligent than this bimbo. Okay?
With a vomit bag.
She's just slightly a few IQ points against a California Valley girl.
And evidence of nature, not evidence of something supernatural that there actually is no evidence for. A lot of these people cling to different religions and sometimes very specific things within that religion, and they don't realize that there's around 4,200 different religions in the world right now.
Now, you see how passionate she is? How long before she became an emotional cripple if she came in here? Right? And if all we did was ask her to unpack some of these statements, she would lose her mind and flee the VC.
She was on Jesse Lee Peterson's. Sorry, she was on Jesse Lee Peterson's show, and she walked off because he triggered her.
Say that again.
This girl was on Jesse Lee Peterson's show, and she got triggered and walked off the set.
Jesse Lee Peterson triggered her?
Yeah. I linked it in Atheist Helpline.
Okay. Can you make sure you give the timestamp, right, of when she gets triggered, right? Yeah. Why did you recommend? She's a bimbo.
And 4,199 of them. Yet they're so certain in the one that they've picked, and everyone else is wrong.
You know what's interesting? Atheists regurgitate the same dog vomit cliches that all these other atheists do, and they think that they're profound. They really think this crap is substantive. They don't realize that this is at its best childish reasoning.
Except for them. And their evidence is just that feeling that they have. From my scientific education, it's very hard for people to say evidence when
Oh my God. I can't take much more of this. Her scientific education. No, look, this is not a smart woman.
whenever it comes to stuff like that. Just the same where they're like, oh, that's just a theory. When talking about evolution, they don't realize that gravity is a theory. These are words that you can't just...
Look, there's nothing new here. This is the same atheist cliches over and over and over again. That's all it is. How many times have we heard these cliches?
There. My standard for evidence is peer-reviewed, testable evidence, falsifiable. The stars...
Okay, I can't take anymore. This is the falsifiability, testability. She doesn't follow that. I can't do any more of this. She's a bimbo.
I'm Jacqueline.
Okay. All right, let's see this opening bimbo. Okay, let's see what a drama queen she is here. Right? All right.
I'm Jacqueline, and I'm here because I'm an investigative journalist talking about Onision. Am I doing it? Am I doing the Chris Hansen thing? I watched the Onision documentary.
Yeah, she's a former medical student? Really? And why are you such a drama queen? Let's take a look at her other videos here. Brojo, why did you do this to me?
I mean, the girl is just, I hate to call people dumb, but she is really not playing with a full deck.
How the hell did she get into medical school? I'm looking at these videos. Look at the coloring her hair, weird colors, dressing like a street hooker. Look how many videos where she's dressing like a street hooker, right? Yeah. Do me a favor. Next time you have a video like this, give it a pass, okay? That was a waste. She has hundreds and hundreds of videos.
And it's interesting. She debated, I think, Ray Comfort, or had a discussion with Ray Comfort.
I'm going through that. She has hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos. Yeah, she's a bimbo. All right, let's see, Jesse Lee. Supreme Leader, is that her sitting? It looks like on stage. Is that where she walks off?
No, I made a mistake. It's actually Stevie Bobby who walked off.
And she, okay, so is that the timestamp?
No, it's not timestamped.
Well, I want to go to the part. I don't want to plod through the whole video. That's okay.
That one's timestamped.
What's Cowbell's name again? Is it Christ is Lord? Is that his username?
Yeah.
Christ is King?
Yeah.
Okay. Ontangelo can't.
Yeah, I think she was more difficult to listen to than the other guy.
Amazing. All right, let's see this bimbo's interview with Jesse Lee Peterson. That ought to be amusing.
Me, I absolutely appreciate it. Today, more young people in our country are becoming atheists. I want to know why. I have with me Jacqueline Glenn. She's
Jacqueline Bimbo Glenn. She's an atheist advocate and a YouTube star. Oh, gosh.
a major voice for atheism on YouTube. Her channel is extremely popular. Even Richard Dawkins is a fan. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
You don't look like an atheist. How did that happen to you?
How does one look like an atheist?
Oh, kind of like Satan. No,
No,
I'm kidding.
atheists I don't believe in Satan either.
Oh,
no,
no.
I mean, yeah, I get it though. That's a common thought process.
So define atheism for me.
A person that does not believe in God.
Do they believe in Satan?
No.
The devil. So they don't believe in heaven or hell.
No.
Oh, okay. And so were you always an atheist?
No, actually, I grew up Catholic. I was
Oh.
raised Catholic from kindergarten through my senior year in high school. And then after that, I graduated and had personal issues, I guess you could say, with the Catholic Church. So I went more into being a Protestant, and then as far as evangelical, and then started questioning things, and from there ended up slowly as an atheist.
And so are you able to tell us what was wrong, what type of personal issues you had with the Catholic Church?
Oh, their politics, a lot of their cover-ups of misconduct within the church.
You mean the homosexual men raping the boys?
Molestation, yes.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
And so at
Why is that a problem in evolution? Right? Why did she why does she have a higher standard for humans than for the rest of the animal kingdom? Somebody explain that to me.
18 that turned you off because you found out that this was happening and the church was covering it up?
That was a large part of it. Another thing that really affected me personally was one of my best friends growing up was gay, and he was in school with me. And
oh, okay, so one of your friends is a queer, so I guess there's no God because one of your friends is a queer. I mean, brilliant. Isn't she brilliant?
Constantly felt this threat of losing scholarships to college or even admission to college because our school, you know, had it set up such that anyone who was gay could potentially be expelled, and obviously that's going to look bad on a transcript to an Ivy League college, which is what he was trying to go for. And just to see the pressure that put on him and the judgment that he faced and the fear he lived in every day, it just really kind
of... Okay, so there's no God because your queer friend was afraid. Unbelievable.
kind of got to me. So that was another thing that really kind of hurt. And I found that other denominations were more accepting. So that's kind of what got me to leave the structure of a Catholic church. And also I was looking for some kind of feeling or connection to God. And I never really felt it, but I wanted to badly.
Right, I understand that. Why do gay people feel fear when no one really cares about them being gay? They should just be gay and not be concerned if someone find out or not.
For him particularly, there would have been consequences.
But he didn't have to feel fear because no one can tell unless he told them, right?
Right, but, you know, he had to change the way he behaved. He had to...
He had to stop being flamboyant and a drama queen. He had to change the way he behaved. Oh, so queer men behave outwardly in a certain way? That's interesting.
Try to act more masculine. He couldn't be himself.
Oh, he was acting like would normally be acting like a woman?
Well, he had more feminine characteristics.
So he wanted to act like a woman.
Which is a woman.
What's that?
Which is a woman. She said that as a way to correct him. He had more feminine. That's a woman.
Yeah. She's a moron.
No.
Like
He didn't want to act like a woman. He just wanted to be attracted to men and not have to.
You know what? She's a moron. Why is she even up on stage talking to Jesse Lee? I mean, I just don't get it. How many subscribers does this bimbo have?
To worry that he was going to lose his future for it. And also, it's hard to have something that is that critical to who you are, be something that you have to hide.
So now notice this is her discussion about why she's an atheist. So God doesn't exist because you have a friend who's a queer. Does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Every day, you know, you shouldn't feel like you can't tell your friends.
You know, one thing you can't appreciate is the level of honesty, not pretending that there's some intellectual reason for this.
There is none. She's empty. Okay? I have a friend who is a homosexual. Therefore, there's no God. Unbelievable.
He wouldn't tell me, and I knew him since we were like 8.
But that's not abnormal not to tell your friends. Most people don't go around telling.
See, in every atheist testimony you're going to hear, you're never going to hear how they came to the realization there is no God. You're not going to hear it.
Tell friends, I'm a sinner.
Okay, but that's
Is that true?
But you know, I don't view it as a sin.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't really believe in that concept of sin anyway.
Did you view it as a sin? Were you?
Yeah, but you believe that it's evil and a sin to mistreat your homosexual friend. Why is that a sin? Why would that be evil? Why would that be wrong?
You were a Catholic.
Well, I mean, I understood what it meant, but now I kind of reject that.
But at the time, you did see it as a sin.
No, and that's another thing. I kind of cherry picked what I wanted.
Oh.
And like, that was one thing that I just, you know, I was like, you know what, God's cool. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't judge somebody for that. So I kind of just mentally blocked that out. And then that's...
Yeah, God's like your bro. He's just your buddy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So far, have we heard a cogent reason why what is fundamental reality is impersonal? Have we heard that? No, we haven't.
Darth.
Well, if there's no God, then what is fundamental to reality is impersonal. I haven't heard a line of reasoning how they came to this conclusion. All they go is, oh, I read the Bible. I didn't like what I read in there. Okay, so there's no creator. Really? How does that follow?
And that's another, it's one of the reasons why I ended up losing my faith, because I had to.
Have you noticed a pattern of all the atheists that we listen to and that we talk to? The horrendous, piss poor reasoning? Have you noticed the pattern? Right? I mean, it's not just commonplace, it's ubiquitous among them.
Had to come to terms with that and the fact that I was cherry picking, and I didn't want to admit it to myself, but when I finally did and actually looked at everything, I just couldn't.
All right, I'm going to fast
be
forward
honest with
this
myself and
bimbo.
continue down that path, more Protestant leaning. It was something that I tried.
And did you feel closer to God once you became a Protestant?
I felt better with when I got engaged. My fiance's family influenced me a lot, and they were very evangelical. So for a while, a very brief while, I kind of adopted that mentality where I was just almost evangelizing to friends because I was afraid they were all going to go to hell. It was actually kind of bad. I said some hurtful things to people that I regret and have later apologized for. But I briefly went into that, and then after that, I kind of did the agnostic thing for a while.
When you say I wanted to feel close to God, what were you looking for?
Pepto, why do you have an open mic? Pepto, why do you have an open mic?
So I can talk?
No, we're listening to a video. You're not verbally contributing. You're making sound effects into your microphone. Are you aware that your microphone is open?
I saw that it wasn't muted.
Really wanted to believe it. I just wanted to feel like I wasn't tricking myself, looking after you, that there is some afterlife that you can look forward to and see your loved ones that you care about that have passed. That's
now, you notice she basically has the same content, and you'll notice on her YouTube channel, she's a drama queen. Here, she's not being a drama queen. How come? Somebody explain that to me.
very comforting, and that's the thing I didn't want to let go of.
Did you know that there is no feeling to God? When you come to God, and lack of love.
A belief. I wanted to feel like it was real.
Right.
Me, but it just emotions.
But now you believe there is no God.
I don't believe in God.
And so why is it easier to not believe in him than it is to believe in him?
I feel like, for me, one of the major things that helped me with that was education. Like I graduated with a degree in biomedical sciences, and then
that is shocking. I am absolutely shocked that somebody could be that educated and be such an imbecile.
I went to medical school for 3 years. One of the biggest things that I learned from it was how to critically think and analyze data and value evidence. And it's something that I feel like is necessary for me to accept anything. And at this point, I had already kind of said that I was agnostic because there were so many things that just didn't personally feel right for me with the specifics of religion, belief aside. But then whenever I went to school for so long and had to rely on these processes of thought to help save lives, and I realized the importance of it, that is kind of one thing that just, it stuck with me. It's a way of training your brain to process information.
Really? So then why aren't all scientists and doctors atheists? Explain that to me. Unbelievable.
And if you don't have the information to process, what reason do you have to believe in it?
It's fair then to say that education helped to convince you to believe that, to not to believe in God.
Education altered my way of thinking in a more critical sense.
Have we heard anything of substance why there is no God yet? Right? Anyone? Bueller? have we heard anything of substance why there's no God from this this college educated, this former medical school student? Okay?
Critical thinking. She's a critical
Thinking.
I'm
She
waiting
went
for
to
that to
graduate
kick in,
school.
but I haven't seen it kick
Yeah.
in yet.
Yeah. Have we heard any higher level reasoning here why there's no God so far?
Nope.
No.
So I used those skills and applied that in other areas of life. But it's not like any class told me not to believe in God.
You know, she comes across more as a not as a educated, intelligent young woman. She comes across as a more self-absorbed, 16-year-old trapped in an adult's body. Right? You're here to explain why you're an atheist. Right? We haven't heard that yet.
And so, do you believe that you are a critical thinker now?
Yes.
You are? You do
Yeah,
believe
but
that?
I don't feel that that's a unique thing to non-religious people. Just so that a lot of
Right.
people think like, oh, I
All right,
talk about
I'm going to
critical
fast
thinking all the
forward
time.
this.
Was he believed in God?
But both my parents are religious.
And are they an example of people who believe in God? Are they a living example or just a wordy example?
By your definition, you would say yes. They are really great people. My mom cares for both of her elderly parents. My
But
dad
what-
actually sings Christian music. Like they're amazing people.
But what's the real deal? Because you're right, they can show me one thing, but being their child, you're behind closed.
The thing is I put no one on a pedestal. If someone makes a mistake, it's much easier.
You say that behind closed doors, your parents were not a living example of
They were
excellence.
great. I mean, my mom didn't have money growing.
But were they parents of
Didn't really see much of it.
Were your father the head of your mother? Areas where he was not.
My mom was more present. Um,
And
Very
as a
clear
child,
she
you
doesn't understand
expected that from your parents, right?
Yeah. How the hell can somebody get a graduate degree in biomedical science and come across like a valley girl? Okay, yeah, I can't take any more of this. She's an idiot. She's just a self-absorbed YouTuber out there. Okay,
He's just very robotic in this one compared to the last video.
have we seen all the patterns? We listened to atheist testimony after atheist testimony after atheist testimony. I have yet to hear an atheist explain how he determined that there's no God. Not one. Not even Matt Dillabloviator does this. Okay?
Dillabloviator.
Yeah, Matt Dillabloviator.
Well, you can't determine something that's not true, Darth.
Amazing. Amazing.
My goodness, this is painful.
Country music. What's left now, I think, is rap music. Most rap music.
We have some talking retard heads on with that transvestite Amy Newman. Oh gosh, these transvestites come out of the woodwork to appear on camera. Well, I'm going to be shuffling off to bed.
Will not appear as a man or become a man, yet the Spirit of Allah appears.
Oh gosh, Sam Shimon is sick. I mean, I hate to say that.
Why? What's your beef with him?
Sam Shimon's a Catholic now, basically.
What?
Yeah, Sam Shimon is an apostate.
He became a Catholic?
Yeah,
No,
Eastern Orthodox Catholic.
He's still a Syrian Church of the East. I don't think he ever became a Catholic.
I thought that was a sect under Catholicism.
No.
What is he?
A Syrian Church of the East.
Yeah, he believes that in baptismal regeneration. Yeah, he has gone off the deep end recently.
Assyrian Church of the East. It claims continuity with the historical Church of the East, and it is not in communion with either the Oriental Orthodox or Eastern Orthodox.
Official, look, the Assyrian Church of the officially the Holy Apostolic Catholic Assyrian Church of the East is an Eastern Christian church that follows traditional Christology, ecclesiology, and historical Church of the East, Syriac Christian. You see, because I heard from someone that's a sect under Catholicism, not a Christian.
Are you sure about his affiliation with this?
This is recent. His changes. This is within a year or so.
I wonder what David Wood thinks of this.
I don't think, you know what. I hate to. I really don't think David Wood cares. They still do videos. I think for David Wood, he's for Islamic politics. That's how it seems.
From what I'm reading, they're Nestorians.
Yeah, Sam Shamoun said multiple times that he's part of the Assyrian Church of the East, but there was a video where it basically was talking about how Sam Shamoun was like considering becoming a Roman Catholic. He thinks Roman Catholics are saved. Very weird.
Yeah, Sam Shamoun has jumped off the deep end. He's completely out of his mind. I thought he was out of his mind before personal life. This is.
He's taking laps around the Tiber. Yeah, from what I'm reading, the Assyrian Church of the East are Nestorian.
Yeah, he's nasty. Which is terrible, because he's apologist at dismantling Islam, but it is what it is,
All right, well, I'm going to hit the sack. I will see you guys tomorrow.